CNN lies, big surprise. This is Contra Thoughts, episode 4, up next.
Today, it would make our point better if it was higher.
Fear really drives numbers. Fear is the thing that keeps you tuned in. If it bleeds, it leads. Yeah.
If it bleeds, it leads.
Yeah. No one ever says those things out loud, but it's obvious.
What you're about to see is so shocking. Admissions about COVID, all suspected, but have never been able to confirm until now.
Sad news doesn't do well with ratings, if you can get someone impassioned, that does really well with ratings. Sad news, back to back, doesn't do really well unless it affects them directly. COVID, gangbusters with ratings, right? Which is why we constantly have the death toll on the side, which I have a major problem with, that we're tallying how many people die every day. Because I've even looked at it and be like, let's make it higher. Why isn't it high enough? Today, it would make our point better if it was higher. And I'm like, what am I rallying for? That's a problem.
Yeah,
we're doing that. Like the special red phone ring.
Yeah,
and they pick it up, and it's like the head of the network being like, "There's nothing that you're doing right now that makes me want to stick. Put the numbers back up because that's the most enticing thing that we had. So put it back up." So things like that are constantly talked about.
I mean, there's no such thing as unbiased news. Just with any reporter on CNN.
Okay.
What they're actually doing is they're telling the person what to say. It's always leading them in a direction before they even open their mouth. And the only people that we let on the air, for the most part, are people that have a proven track record of taking the bait.
So this is from Project Veritas, undercover people. They go undercover and they talk to key people in all sorts of different elements and organizations, people in society and so on, and expose exactly what we all thought. You're thinking, why do we have this death toll number? Why is this constantly here? Is this really accurate? What is actually going on? What is the real motive behind these things? What we see now, if it bleeds, it leads. That's a classic statement that's been around for decades in journalism, making people sad, but unless it affects them directly, you see that? Unless it affects them directly, people aren't going to make a change. So forcing somebody to wear a mask, forcing someone to social distance, being told you can't go here, you can't go there, you can't spend time, you can't worship, you can't go to your favorite coffee shop, you can't eat inside. Some places are finally opening up, Texas and I believe Mississippi. Other places where I'm at, Kentucky, less so. It's not as strict. California and New York and other places are still ridiculous. And overseas, they're still doing lockdowns for some ridiculous reason. It's not about an illness, ultimately. It's about control and how much the people are going to allow the overlords, those in charge, to have control. But we can see from CNN right here, the hypocrisy, the utter lies, nothing short of deception, which of course we see in the scripture that their father is the father of lies. They are themselves the devil. Jesus calls the hypocrites and the liars in his day, your father is the devil. You're not the sons of Abraham. You are the sons of Satan. You're the sons of the enemy. And quite frankly, CNN and probably a lot of other news as well are that. They just do it to spin. It's always just this kind of whipping back up. There's just something that's kind of settled down. Not even like you're whipping cream because there's substance, but like they're whipping up water, which eventually the bubbles all go back out and it's calm again. But not with this, where it's constantly a whipping. There's nothing really there, and they just whip it back up and freak back out, and everybody be scared again. Because if you do that, if you're scared, you're easily controlled. If you're scared, you're easily manipulated. So that's something we can, again, see full well that CNN, nothing but lies. They just do whatever is told to them because they want a job. And these people make lots and lots of money. The Wolf Blitzers and the Cooper and the Lemons and all these guys, they make loads and loads of money. Of course, it's just their job. They don't care. They're dispassionate people, and they're just going to lie through their teeth to get the ratings. That's it for now. Hope you all are well. I'm helping you be against the world for the sake of the world. Take care.